as much as you could probably get some strange snatch if you get on
Right,
there.
right.
But dating apps ain't supposed to. That means she can choose.
Exactly. A woman don't supposed to have no choice, no authority. Her place is in the house. You got any more? I got this.
Isaiah 32.
Well, no, actually not 32:9. I read
Well, I'll go back to 4, excuse me. Isaiah 4:1. And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying,
In that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man.
I know.
So much for this, what is it, monogamous relationship.
I'm gonna say this. I heard more than. I'm gonna be honest with you. More than a handful of times that I can count on my hand. I heard black women literally say when I told them that the Lord said a man is allowed to have more than one woman. Do you know these women said before? Black women are saying before they let a nigga be with a nigga that's got another woman, they will fucking die.
Hey, and a lot of them will. And a lot of them surely will.
Hey. You said life and death is in the power of the tongue.
I ain't gonna lie, but what fucked them up is I said, well, the Lord gonna be killing you soon.
Yep.
Your death will be coming soon, just to let you know.
And then they think,
just to give you that warning.
They think, oh, well, shit. Nigga, I just be gone. Nigga, you can die slow.
Niggas is saying that too. Hey, I heard a nigga say, hey, I didn't live my life. At least I didn't got to 40-something. And before I was gone, I didn't live my life. And so if the Lord come and kill us all, hey, I didn't live to 40-something years. I made it to 40. I'm like,
see, a nigga, well, anybody can say that that about dying when it's not in front of their face.
Right.
But when it's in front of their face,
it's a different story.
Different. Everything changed.
When you see a nigga get shot in their chest and they die slow, coughing up blood, crying and shit.
What's that rapper in Chicago that they caught him on video and he was just gasping?
FBG Duck.
No, not FBG Duck. The one before, way before him. No, the one that happened few years back. The one that was gasping for air. Everybody knew this dude, and he was gasping for air. Remember, he was with I think he was with Chief Keef now, but he was there to visit some family or something.
Yeah.
And remember they remember when they filmed him, he was on the ground and his mouth was just moving. He was just like a fish, like but he was gasping. It's all motherfuckers talk so much shit until death is in their face.
Right.
Then that's when all that shit go out the window.
Right.
Then that's when I'm gonna be honest with you, George Floyd, prime example. George Floyd looked like a dude that probably talked shit to people when he was growing up because he was a bigger dude. Guess what? When death was in his face, he probably, because most black people always be like, I ain't scared to die. I ain't this and that. You know, tempting the Lord. But when it's in their face, what do? They call on their mama. And this thing, a man ain't supposed to call on his mama when death is in his face. You know you're supposed to call on your mama. Who taught you to call on your mama when you're about to die, man? Who the fuck?
Hey, did mom come and say?
No.
Hell no.
In her spirit form? Because if you had called on them in your house, he might.
Right. He might have gave him an extra little time to breathe.
Or he might have threw the officer off his neck.
Instead of saying Yahushua, he was like, Mama. You don't know how many niggas out here say when death is in their face. You don't know how many niggas out here call their mama, man.
Right.
I said there was a lot of mama's boys out here, man. It's a lot of the mama's boys that I'm talking about. It's a lot of dudes that will go around and commit mad murders.
But when
it's their turn
to die, they
mama.
Yep.
Well, that's what a coward do.
Yep.
That's what they say. A coward dies 1,000.
Yeah. But a real man only dies one.
Yep.
It said, Isaiah 4:1 again. And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name and take away our
reproach.
Right, and the only ones that's going to be able to do that are men of the Lord. Because right now, basically everybody thinks this thing is silly. They pay it no mind, or they laugh and scoff at it. But
Yeah.
guess what? In
Especially
that day,
especially white people, man.
Right.
Red people, rather.
Right. In that day, the very men that you see out here are the ones you're going to be looking for, that you're not going to be able to find.
Lord gonna be and deliver us by them. Y'all
Right.
asses cooked after that.
Well, that's the thing.
If we disappear, y'all cooked.
Yep.
They don't have that.
Hey, literally cooked.
Y'all cooked. We disappear, y'all
cooked.
cooked.
Well, you're gonna see, first of all, you're gonna start seeing a lot of pride change because now they're cutting off that Social Security. And the one that was benefiting the most for that for that unemployment, that was those women, man.
Yep, women. Yep.
Because they was the most.
Oh, but they may cut them off, but they child tax credit coming next month though.
But you know what? That shit is slowing down because it was already supposed to have been started.
Right. But you know they doing a child tax credit where they're giving women up to 30 for the next 3 months.
Yeah.
They're gonna give them an extra
like
$3,600 in a span of 3 months.
Right. And as they do that, these women are getting their taxes too. But what they're doing now, because they also passed that other stimulus, you saw that? For the tax people that filed their taxes, $1,400.
Well, now they got it where a lot of people is hit now because just a couple of days ago, they brought out where now when you got unemployment, if you join unemployment, you have to put at least one job every 2 weeks when you fill out your form.
I said 5 days.
No. It's every.
Wow,
It's once every time you have to submit your hours in for your unemployment.
I was looking at the thing on the news. It said 5 a week. You have to have.
That's a lie. Because I got it right on my phone. UIA sent it right on our phone. The people sent it right on our phones.
Yeah.
That news, they don't know what they're talking about because they go ahead.
That might be the next thing that they're bringing up because now they're making it harder.
No, they did make it harder, but you know they cut most people in California off. Because of that. But the reason why is because the Republicans are pissed off that people ain't going back to work.
Right, and
but it's not the thing. How are you going to get pissed off when they still saying COVID is going up? Am I right or wrong?
But that's the thing, though. A society can't function without workers.
Right.
You done made the American people these dumbass.
Now ain't it government fault that they made Americans scared to go to work?
But see, this is the wise thing right now. Why before they make these things vaccinated, you better go out here and get the pick of them jobs right now.
I ain't gonna lie though,
You got 15, 16. I've never seen so many 15, 16. They got part-time bus drivers in the city. Part-time making $19. $19.77. You have the choice of the litter right now, but you niggas want to sit on your ass and keep getting.
I'll put it this way: if you don't want to at least work, the least you should do, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you better get your investments in. Learn how to fucking invest, man.
That's all I'm saying. Take that money. If you're getting that right now, unemployment,
invest
that shit and do something with it.
Yes.
Because when they turn around and tell your ass, oh, you got to work, because they're going to cut it. Trust me.
Yeah,
they're going to stop.
They said September, it's a wrap. They don't give a fuck. Nobody's saying it's September. There is no more unemployment. That's it.
And now you're going to be like, damn, you're going to be back in the same rep, but worse because there's 75,000 less jobs out of the jobs that Joe Biden. All right. You said there was going to be 1 million new jobs. It was only 25,000. But they all out here unoccupied because you have people that's like, hey, I'm going to ride this out. This thing going to keep going. And you're not investing that money. And when it comes time to work, then you're going to be like, hey, man, I'm not used to living luxurious. Let me go take this nigga shit.
I know it's a black woman that said that.
Hold on 1 second before you finish your statement. This is Ecclesiastes 7:12. For wisdom is a defense and money is a defense. But the excellency of knowledge is that wisdom giveth life to them that have it.
Life.
Right.
So wisdom give the life, but money is a defense. So, you know, hey, you better, like the Akim said, hey, you better start investing in.
Yeah.
If you're getting all this
unemployment,
unearned money.
Right.
So
motherfuckers getting busted and shit.
Or do something with it before they all.
A lady invested her $1,200 stimulus check, and now she got $1.3 million now just for investing that $1,200.
Right.
But she really didn't. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, a black dude invested $1 in Bitcoin. Why he's fucking damn near rich today? He only invested $1 1 year ago.
Right, and that's right. And see, that's the
$1.
point. Because you have the ability to do something
right
with
now.
a sum of money.
Yeah.
You have these PPP loans Instead of these niggas taking that money,
and going starting businesses.
right? They went and blew.
They
the shit
said
first.
half of the population in America, half of these niggas went straight to Florida on them PPP loans and in vacation time. That's why you were seeing a lot of them black people just popping up in Florida all of a sudden, like everybody fucking black got money and shit.
Right.
No, they got them PPP loans. They thought they 20 instead of starting a fucking real business. These motherfuckers went shopping. They didn't buy there's people exposing them saying they didn't bought Bentley coupes and all types of shit.
Yeah. And they living life.
Crazy shit. Yeah, but guess what?
That's another way that they.
But they coming down on they showing the SWAT team is busting in motherfuckers' cribs, man.
But that's another thing that the Heavenly Father put it on these devils to do is to establish these different opportunities to get rich quick. And these niggas aren't used. They don't have a ruling class mentality. And so what they do is they take that money and they invest it in all the nigga shit that they want. A man's mind state when you work a job and you working hard to get that money, your mind is on, let me take care of the shit I need to take care of.
Right, right.
All right, you ain't
Invest
like
the rest of it into something that I need.
That's
right.
In the long term. It ain't about one.
And then you might get a couple things that
No, you can. It's cool to get once. It's cool to get once as long as you take care of your fucking needs first. Take care of your needs. Don't be a fucking boy. Take care of your needs first, and then worry about your wants.
That's all. See, when you earn money, hard-earned money is more oftentimes spent wisely.
Right, right.
You're just giving money and shit. You develop this fat mind state, right? Because you live in it, because that's the fat of the earth that Esau been having.
And it's the thing. Oh, Shalak, y'all. I ain't mean to cut you off just from what you're saying.
No, it's all
I ain't seen how none of these niggas giving alms. Out of all this free money that they gave black people in the last couple years now, out of the free money they gave, I don't see not one nigga giving alms. Basically, ain't nobody sharing with nobody.
And I ain't talking about with pastor in the poor.
Ain't nobody, yeah. We talking about like poor people out here that's been on the streets for years, begging for change, money, just something to eat sometimes or whatever, you know, strung out on drugs or whatever. But ain't none of our people giving alms back to these people. Our people just they so fucking greedy that, you know.
This is 1 Corinthians 13 and 11. When I was a child, I spake as a child. I understood as a child. I thought as a child. But when I became a man, I put away childish things. So you take care of your needs first, man. And then whatever you want, then you fuck around with it. And that also proves that women are children, man. Because they take care of their wants first all the time. Why do you think bitches is always behind on their bills?
No, moving from crib to crib every year and shit.
Right.
Staying at a crib for less than a year or a year or something, they have to move.
I know women.
Almost getting evicted. Go ahead.
I know women that got their own houses, but the damn utilities is getting cut off. And they have a house full of men.
Yep.
There'll be a house full of niggas and bitches, and it's a nice house, but they never got their water rights getting cut off, or they lights.
Right.
Or they getting
Something
eviction.
important is getting.
Hey, when I seen that TV show, The Corner, that's what they meant. Everybody was supposed to pitch in $40 a month, right? And it's like 10 of them, right? 10 adults pitching in $40 a month. The bitch that they giving it to that's supposed to be going to pay the rent is spending the money on dope. So they get a letter 3 months later saying that they got to be evicted because this stupid bitch ain't been paying fucking rent. This bitch been taking all the money that they've been gathering for rent and is supposed to go pay the fucking landlord because she's she's using the fact because the house is in her name. She's using that to take everybody's money, and she took everybody's money for 3 months. God damn, get that raggedy ass shit out of here. She took everybody's money for 3 fucking months. Didn't tell them. She played it off like she was paying the fucking rent. And then all of a sudden they got evicted. Their license shit started going out. This bitch was doing nothing but taking all the money that everybody was pitching in together and going buying dope with it.
Yep. Because bitches want to do
I was
what
like,
they want
wow.
to instead of what they need to do.
And got mad because she got confronted about the shit. Got mad, got seriously mad, ready to kill somebody.
You know why
because they confronted that bitch.
She got mad because she's not used to taking
any responsibility.
Right.
actions.
Right.
Because society will forgive a woman any goddamn thing.
Mm-hmm.
There's 2 things, my man said. There's 2 things.
She a strong black woman.
Yeah, right. There's 2 things in life that are given unconditional love. That's animals and women.
Yep.
I can't even
In-
say
in this-
children.
right, in this society, yep.
Yeah, I can't even say children because orphanage is filled with children.
Yep.
But somebody's still gonna be loving that raggedy ass bitch that just be giving up her children or is on these
Right.
drugs and she still look
Right.
like something.
Oh yeah.
That bitch will fuck around and steal from you and a nigga will
Did-
forget a bitch
y'all-
because she got some good box.
Did y'all brothers see that article that came out yesterday? 215 children was found buried at a school.
No, I didn't see that.
I'll show y'all later on, man.
Hey, he didn't hear. The brother didn't hear. Ma
Oh.
didn't hear what you
You
said.
said what? Oh, they an article came out yesterday. 215 children was found buried in a school, buried at a school. They found they bodies, all their bodies buried.
This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 25, verse 21. Stumble not at the beauty of a woman and desire her not for pleasure. In other words, and I'm gonna be honest, man. Most of you bitches that keep getting called pretty and shit, you just
Yeah.
average.
Right.
You're
Right,
average.
you just gotta
You got an average looking face that is doable. Most of y'all pretty bitches are just average bitches. That you getting attention from a lot of these dudes saying, "Oh, you pretty," but really you just average pretty. You're just a motherfucker. Yep. Well, even if it's not makeup, it's just an average pretty. Bitch, you ain't dope as fuck or nothing like that. Motherfuckers just gassing you up because they want your box. And then after that, you get gassed up, and now all of a sudden you think you something. Most of you bitches are actually average, man. So don't get your head swelled up because a motherfucker said you're pretty. You're pretty average. That's really what you are. And once they get the box, and then they ain't mesmerized with you no more.
Right.
So you need more than just box, man.
Well, what they did, Judge Joe Brown talking to Bobby Brown, all right, the ex-NBA player. And one thing that he was telling them the statistics, because he be going in, he don't care about them homosexuals and all of that.
Right.
He'll tell you right out what's up. He going to the research of it. That man got 50 years of knowledge stored up in him, and he got the dates down pat, everything. One of the things he was saying is that, that there's more virgin males. They did a study. There's more virgin males than females,
I mean, here come one right now.
right? And that ought not be. In the back of the
Oh,
day,
yep, that ain't
it
even
was
him.
vice versa. Now these
Right.
numbers are twisted around because you don't have any punishment or any real life punishments for these women when they do wickedness, man.
Right. Yeah, there's no consequences for their
Real
actions.
life consequences.
Yeah, there's no real life consequences for a woman's actions. So basically, they can slut it up. That's why they got shit called like slut walk. They can slut it up, and then you can't shame them for it.
But no. This
And
is
then
my.
their body counts is always in the double
This
digits.
is- but
And
look.
back in the day, that wasn't so.
But look, this is what kills me though, right? These bitches then took off their shirts, right, in public, right, and was walking like talking about slut walk, right?
Yeah.
No shame, right? Got their titties out, right? Some of them got their titties out. Let a man pull his pants down, his dick showing, and he just start walking and talking about
Right,
no
right.
shame, no
Nude.
shame,
Yup.
no shame. Guess what? How many niggas then went to jail for just
Right,
pulling their
right,
motherfucking pants down in public?
No. He don't have his dick out. He just have his balls out.
I mean, anything, anything
No,
like that.
like, cause he's got their titties out, right? Let a nigga just walk and unzip his pants and just pull his nuts out.
Right.
Yeah, can I get a
Put the fries to the
cappuccino?
side and just
Right.
put the nuts out.
Right.
Right.
And then, how you doing, the dog? Wow, can I pet your dog?
Right.
Nuts all out. and
Right.
shit.
Right, then it'll
right.
be a problem.
Oh,
The women
right.
have been going around without any accountability for their actions.
Right.
So that's why you have a society like this, you know. But hey, all of that is coming to an end, man. The Lord is about to change everything back to the right way, where a woman is supposed to be with a man, obedient to that man, and that is her only man, instead of all the madness that's going on right now.
Right, because all that Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion stuff
Right,
is
right,
your children's heads,
right.
man. Grown women are having their minds polluted by that.
Right.
You're not supposed to be out here doing those things and then wonder why the so-called black woman is the most
Hey.
I don't know why they call it kidnap.
Right.
The most abducted woman by far right now.
and they wonder whether they're harvesting their organs or using them as a sex toy. When you look at something, what do they have? And don't get me wrong, white women do it too, but black women take it to another level.
Right.
That's what Jake does.
And even with the white women do it too. Fuck that. We out here mainly for our people, man. So you know
how they always say that.
Yeah, I know they always say it, but
do it too, and y'all don't say
but
that.
you know, I'm trying to clarify it because a lot of black men talk about black women and black people. Why? Because we are our own people. You don't worry about the other nations when you trying to correct your own. You know what I'm saying? Because hey, they don't give a fuck about us. Matter of fact, they love it when we fucking up because that means they can stroke their own ego. Mm-hmm. But when we doing good, then they got a problem with it. You know? As a matter of fact, most of the media actually has a problem with what's going on with YouTube, with Jake men making money, especially the truth. But we gonna cover that in a minute. But these Jake men in the black manosphere making money and trying to correct their people, man. Correct their people on relationships, correct their people on business, working with each other, all of this stuff. They actually hate that. And by the day, I actually mean the so-called white man. They actually hate that. Because that means if this thing was to go on, then you so-called Negroes are going to be in a high position and be a well-respected
you know, Biden said by 2040 that was going to happen.
Yeah. Hey, and basically what they're doing is trying not to let that happen.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I mean, the Black Wall Street already proves that. When Jake was doing good, fresh out of slavery, what did they do? Yeah, hey. When Jake was doing good, fresh out of slavery, what did they do? They made a reason to go into the Jake neighborhoods to bomb their stuff with the American military. That's fresh out of slavery. We were doing that well. That we were doing better than them. Right, and half the people that was with it are government officials, old government officials now. I mean, they've been government officials.
See, but you know who's gonna pay? Their children's children is gonna pay.
Oh yeah, that's for sure.
Well, also, Judge Joe Brown was saying that was I forgot the place in California, but the Dixiecrats, right? And that's if you're not in the know, and I don't give a damn what fact checks this website says. Right. That's